going on, folks? Welcome to the Fete Finder feature live with the Soca boss, DJ Jel.
Boy!
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
It's been a long time to make it for this live experience with you, like a year now, right?
Yeah.
Man, appreciate you. Thank you for coming out. So we're just going to get right into the swing of things. First and foremost, before we get started, I am your host, Sean. I am the owner and CEO of Fete Finders. Thank you guys for joining in this afternoon. We're live and direct. This is my first live, so we're going to go with it and have fun with it, all right, bro?
Done now. There we go.
Just take a moment first to just have a brief moment of silence and condolences to, and our prayers go out to Haiti as they took the loss of their president just a couple of days ago. So I'm going to take that moment and, much respect to Haiti. It's just be honest, like this. It doesn't seem like they can catch a break soon. So that's family, and that's it. Anything you got to say about that? Or?
Definitely prayers and much strength goes out to everyone affected by this week's events in Haiti. As you said, it seems like they can't catch a break. Praying that one day Haitians will be able to live in peace.
Yeah. All right. On that somber note, we're gonna bring it up a little lighter and touch it lighter. So Jel, man, what's good? Like, how was your flight here?
I did. It was a little rough coming in, but overall it wasn't bad.
All right. So tell the people where you're from.
Representing Trinidad and Tobago by the way of New York City.
Mm-hmm. So you've been here all your life, or you?
Back and forth between here and Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. All right. So when did you make the U.S. your home?
The U.S. was always home.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Got you. So we're gonna kick it off real nice. When was your first event that you knew that you was wanted to be a DJ, or when did you want to be a DJ? Like, just take it to that. When did you want to be a DJ?
Got you. So to break it down for everybody, my parents were actually involved a lot in entertainment, but not as much as like singing or DJing, but more on the party planning and the event promotion side. So when I was young, I actually used to go to different events with my mom. When she was setting up, I would always go to where the DJ was setting up and watch he or she, play. And I was always fascinated by how they mixed and blended certain songs. And, young Jel said, one day I want to do that.
Yeah.
And so said, so done. I learned how to play. This was at a time, too, when DJing by CDs was big. And then, of course, the digital transformation to laptops. And from there, the rest really is history. My first DJ gig was actually a Sweet 16. And I was 13 years old when that happened.
13?
Yeah.
God, I'm not even going to ask you.
Don't ask me.
Like, man, So when did you know, what was the event that you knew that, hey, I'm here, this is where I want to do for the rest of my life?
I guess this would be specific again to New Yorkers, but a party called Mugfest, when I had the opportunity to actually not only open, but play a solid set because the DJ who was supposed to perform after me came late. And just watching the crowd and the patrons have a good time made me realize, all right, I can see myself doing this.
Okay, all right. That's dope. So who's been a big inspiration in your DJ career and your entertainment career thus far?
DJ-wise, there's a few people. Definitely Dr. Jel The Soca Prince out of Toronto. When I was young, I used to listen to his show every Sunday religiously. Like, he was on the top hip-hop and R&B station representing soca at a time when soca was still growing in Toronto. DJ Spice, DJ Tony Tempo, Back to Basics, and in recent times, DJ Private Ryan.
So now that soca is becoming on that is being looked at more, right? How are you doing things to push that out there and get that in a broader?
Well, as soca, again, as you said, is becoming more and more popular, there's definitely opportunities for us to be in the conversation. We look at genres like dancehall and reggae, and even now Afrobeats, which is increasingly popular. Yeah. They found new venues, new markets, and new territories to get their music out. I think soca is missing that. And thankfully, I am now on board with both SiriusXM and Pandora to get soca on there
Nice.
for new platforms.
Nice. How did that come about?
The team at Sirius, as well as a good friend of mine in Jamaica, ZJ Sparks, they were looking for someone who had like a vast knowledge of soca music, who actually, didn't just represent Trinidad and Tobago alone, but the Caribbean and the rest of the region by extension, because soca is more than just Trinidad and Tobago. And
Facts.
upon their research, they stumbled upon me on really
They stumbled across you?
Yes.
They stumbled across you. let's I'm gonna dig into that real quick, because I didn't just stumble across you. You understand?
Right.
So, and even now at this stage, with how soca and the Caribbean community is increasing, because it's just talk about the Caribbean as a culture as a whole. When I tell people to come into the culture and you give your DJs, what should I listen to? Who should I listen to? I say one of the tops right now, DJ Jel, along with a couple of variety of DJs. But right now it's all about you. But I'll say, hey, listen to this mix by DJ Jel. Listen to that mix, because I believe you are a well-rounded individual, and within soca music. And when you're a DJ, so you have to know music.
Right.
You have to know everything. So shout out to you. Like, you are inspirational to the culture. Like, you can tell by your views that you're getting somewhere, you're climbing. So on average, I don't even know how average, what's the average of views that you get right now on your mixes?
That depends. It's different everywhere, to be honest. I could tell you on the site, at least 6 million.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's one of the events the premier events that you have had a pleasure playing at, that we can actually show a clip of and make it happen?
Definitely say Soca Brainwash.
Shout out to Private Ryan.
Large up DJ Private Ryan, anyway you stand. He was actually one of the first DJs who I reached out to blindly, and this was years ago, who actually gave me advice. In our entertainment industry, a lot of DJs, tend to keep to themselves. They don't want to share secrets and tips. And he was actually one of the few that gave me solid advice that brought me to where I am today.
Gotcha. Do we have a clip of him playing? So, how was that experience? Is that the same hat you're wearing? Or you got like 100 of those hats?
I got a variety of those hats, man. It was an amazing experience for sure. This is actually one of the top venues in Brooklyn, New York, the Brooklyn Mirage. So I think it was one of the first professional venues that, I was really impressed by the sound quality and the lighting and all of that. In general, it was good to just be among our people, West Indian people. And
I see a lot of people I know in these videos. Yeah, okay, yeah. So with that, what does it take to? I know sound quality is important. The crowd. What's the mindset that you have to go in before you go on stage and hit that performance, and what does it take to get to that point?
All right. So again, it'll be different for every DJ, but for me, I always try my best to make it an hour and a half before the event to hear what the previous DJ played.
Yeah.
As someone who's been a patron or a partier or a fetter, I know one of the things that automatically turns me off or pisses me off in a fete is hearing the same song over and over for the duration. Like, there's only so much you can take palance and fast wine throughout the entire night. So I always go to make sure I hear what the previous DJ played, so I don't go back and replay it. Okay. And then I also make it my mission too to introduce a lot of new music as well, because soca music drops every day. Despite the misconception that soca only drops from October to February for Trinidad Carnival, there's all the other islands that release year-round.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, to book you, and do you do research on the venue, on the crowd that they have, or you just go and you just play?
I do a mix of everything. So I would ask DJs who are based there, what is playing, what is big, but I would still bring my own style as well, because what I found and what the feedback has been really from the partiers is that they hear a lot of the same songs right through, and if somebody big from outside comes in and plays it, it's get introduced to the new crowd.
So how do y'all coordinate? Is there like a DJ club that y'all talk to, or like how do y'all know exactly, or y'all just go for the feel of what's going on right there and
Well,
there?
I guess in terms of Caribbean entertainment, I will say this. We are such a close-knit community that I feel that everybody knows everybody. And if you don't know somebody directly, there's at least 2 or 3 people that might be able to give you that connection.
Gotcha. Okay, so right now, just highlight one of the events that you're playing in now. Like it's like a little, we're gonna do a sponsorship thing. What are you playing? Right now. You're here live in DC. What's some of the events that you're playing at now?
Yeah, so I'm here actually for the Carnival Recharge Weekend. Lodge up DJ Red Asylum wherever you stand.
Yeah.
I'm here for the Recharge Breakfast Pool Party, the Red Passion Juve, as well as the Welcome Party over the weekend.
Got you. Put up full screen so we can see it and the people know what to do this afternoon. It's at Society Lounge from 2 to 8, I believe. 2 to 8.
And then tomorrow we're bright and early for Juve.
Right.
One of my favorite things.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a good weekend. It seems like there's a party like every second, every hour, every week between here in New York, Miami.
Yeah, outside is open. I think that a lot of West Indians too, they were locked up for a year basically.
Yeah.
Especially our brothers and sisters up north in Canada. Like they can't even come outside they can't even leave the country without coming back. So I think now is really the opportunity for us to free up again. And the build-up is really for Miami Carnival.
Got you. Shout out to everybody that's going to Miami Carnival, because I will be there. I'm sure you'll be there.
Of course. Lodge up all the mass bands that are preparing. I know it's hard work to get this together last minute, but we appreciate you. Lodge up my band, Savage Mass.
Savage Mass, there you go. So, is Savage Mass still have tickets? Because there's a lot of people asking about tickets.
I keep seeing that they sold out.
They
sold out. A lot of things, a lot of costumes. So.
I played with Savage Mass 2 years in a row. It was good vibes. So this year, I'm switching it up. I'll be with Gen X and Renaissance Carnival under their brand, just trying to promote Fete Finders and pushing it out.
Nice.
It's gonna be good. But you know Miami, we just go from there
truck to truck,
from truck to truck. Say what's up to all the people. So if you've never been to a Miami Carnival, this is the carnival to go to this year. And are you playing? You are strictly. You gonna be at Juve as well?
Yes.
Under
Savage.
All right. Okay. Yes. That's dope. So right now, I want to get into letting the people know more about you. What else do you have in the works or in the plans? I know you do your own events and stuff like that. So just talk about that.
So with the pandemic and everything, planning has kind of been scattered. But annually, I'd normally do my Just So brunch boat ride in the heart of New York City. So
we got footage.
Yeah.
we got footage.
As you'll see just now, that usually takes place every year around this time in July. And it's kind of like the kickoff to Crop Over, Caravana, and Spice Mass. Yeah. Like, I always make sure to have their music represented because I want people, again, everyone knows this song and you're like, what the hell is this?
So how does a newbie prepare for Carnival? We're going to keep this footage running, but how does a newbie prepare for Carnival? What do you suggest that they do before leaving?
Go to the gym. I think the biggest thing you have to do is go to the gym and build stamina. Yes. You cannot wake up one day and say, oh, I want to go to Carnival. I want to get a costume. No. You have to plan, eat right, exercise, do some jumping jacks, run around the park because you need energy for Carnival. Energy. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, because people be passed out in the street and everything and sleep.
Yeah. Like a lot of people too, and large up to whoever's sponsoring for today.
Yeah.
A lot of people love to finish a whole bottle of rum for Carnival. And by like the second hour, they're done.
They're done. You have to pace yourself for real because it's a Carnival. I think Carnival and just fetting is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle choice. So just like anything with fitness, anything you name it, it's a lifestyle. It takes effort because you're not just gonna come out there and just party with all these thousands and sometimes millions of people and not pace yourself. And that sun is a killer.
Yes.
So we got water, coconut water.
I have a funny story about that too. Like, this is your time. There's a year when I DJ'd on the road for Atlanta Carnival, and I was good, I was drinking on the truck. They had a nice rum punch. Things was nice. As soon as I ready to come off the truck, that Atlanta sun, I don't know, different. I come off the truck, I say, nah, boy, I want to pass out. So I go to find my next friend who was on the truck. She coming off the truck too. She also ready to pass out. So we there searching for water because we realized we didn't have any water for the day. So for anyone who is thinking of coming to Carnival or you know that you love to drink, please.
Water.
Drink water.
Drink water. And we talking about not the day of. Hydrate yourself beforehand. Get that. Now I sound like a fitness person. But and in the military. So yes, just drink water. Prepare yourself. Also, he didn't stress it, but I'm gonna stress it. Get yourself a good team.
Yes.
Tell them how important is a good team at Carnival for real, because they don't know that.
So in order for you to enjoy yourself at Carnival, your crew or your team or your fetting partners, they are the ones that are gonna basically make or break your experience. It's good to go by yourself. You could be a loner like Lyrical, but
shout out to that man, bro.
Large of Lyra, anyway, you stand, brother. But on a real, your team, whoever you're with, they're the ones that's really gonna make or break your Carnival experience. So pick wisely who you're going with.
Yes. Also, while we at it, because I'm going to do a harmless plug, not even a harmless, but you can get your tickets on FeteFinders.com. We have so much announcements coming up for Miami Carnival in the next coming week. Yeah, going to be surprised. We got some good stuff for you, some goodies. So shout out to Renaissance Carnival. Some names I can't even say yet until it's but Renaissance is on the site, but other stuff that's coming down the pathway that I can't actually say, but you'll see them in like a week or two. So you go to Fete Finders. We have a couple of things from, like, again, shout out to Renaissance Carnival. They have Sweet Dreams coming out Thursday, October 7th, I believe. That's October 7th. That's the first. Sounds
about right.
Yeah. Thursday, October 7th. You get there, Sweet Dreams. It's a lingerie party. I think there's gonna be a few lingerie parties out there, because I think Private Ryan did his thing as a lingerie party. You can go down, all the way down. We've grown. Sweet Dreams, you just passed it. Sweet Dreams right there. Right there. Get your tickets and get your packages. It's gonna be a dope event Thursday. Coming out Friday. We also have Gen X Juve packages on the site. Man, we've grown. You gotta get your Juve packages, and it's gonna be a good time. That's where one thing, it's like you can meet anybody and everybody at a carnival, especially this carnival, because it's after a pandemic and everybody's trying to just dust off the cobwebs. And
yeah, it's gonna be the biggest yet. Expect participation and attendance from almost every Caribbean island, because even the Trinidad and Tobago borders are opening now, and a lot of designers and mass people are coming up to help out with the different bands.
So it's gonna be a dope experience, man. It's just trying to get back in the swing of things. But then it's like, how do you feel about what's going on now? Because I know we hit on this earlier, but it seems like everybody's trying to throw an event at the same time, and especially like areas like DC. And this is no shade to anybody, but it's like you are spreading the crowd thin. Because there's like 100 fetes going on, and we're getting pulled which and so way. So how, as a consumer, how do you decide? Like I can say how, as a DJ, how do you decide? But as a consumer, how does that even, like, what suggestions you have for the consumer?
It's rough.
Go with your heart, or
it's rough, and I can't even speak on the consumer side. I actually want to make a plea to the promoters. You know that the Caribbean community in respective states and areas and cities, of course, are kind of small and spread out. I think that there's enough for everybody to eat and grow and make their money, but to have like 7 different events on the same day, and like you're just doing it to undercut another promoter, isn't cool. Yeah. We as like a society, as Caribbean people, we should be continuing to support and uplift each other, not fighting on one another.
Exactly. We want to support, and I'm big on this too, that one Caribbean brand and concept, because that's what we are, and we have to go out there, support each other, and it's kind of, I'll be real, talk to each other for real, because there's money to be made. If that's what you're doing it for, then there's money to be made, and there's a way to go about doing it. This is just my opinion. You don't have to take it. Yeah. But I'm of the firm believer that everybody can eat. Yeah.
Put the egos aside and understand too, like in other communities that are not necessarily West Indian or Caribbean, Asian people, Jewish people, they may not agree all the time. They don't. That's a fact. Yeah. But they worked it out in a way in which everybody can still make money and be a part of the community and benefit and, build our families, build neighborhoods. Yeah. Those things are really important, especially now in a time like this. Yes, with how the economy is.
Exactly. And we are in a position as a community that we can do so much more. As we was talking earlier, it's like we're just push us, the black owned business, the entrepreneurship. This is where it's at for us. It's like the second coming for us. And if we do it the right way, we won't lose this down the road. But the way we're going, like it's a little it's a little rough. So I feel like, and I don't know if you agree, that we can do so much better as a community.
Definitely. I mean, even as a DJ who, gets books for different cities, one thing that's been consistent in my travels in DJing and playing, not just here in the US, but in Canada and in London, we don't own venues. We always have to rent from different people that are not us, who do not understand our culture and why we do what we do. And ultimately, we end up losing venues because we either destroy them, we don't care for them, and that shouldn't be it. Yeah, I feel that there's so much more that we can do. Yes. But we get so muddled in fighting down one another and egos come into the conversation that we kind of prohibit our own growth.
Yeah. Do you think that's a thing that's embedded in us as a community, or it's like...
Definitely. From slavery days. Yeah. We were taught from our slave masters and colonizers across the Caribbean and in Africa as well, the divide and conquer. Yeah. And that's unfortunately still plays true today.
Yeah. So how do we overcome that? I just want your opinion on how do we overcome that as a culture? Like,
we have to reprogram how we think, right? I know that change is hard. Trust me. We all know change is hard, and it's hard to adapt to things. Look at the pandemic. Look how long it took us to adapt it to our digital world. Yeah. We just have to reprogram how we think and look at where things are going and understand that, okay, I know that we as a whole can benefit as opposed to just me and me alone. Yeah. Because if you continuously thinking, I don't want to say selfish, but if you think in a first-person narrative, I doubt you're going to get far. Exactly. You always have to see the bigger picture.
So bigger picture is a big thing within us in the community. And after speaking to you for like 10 minutes, I know you are so much bigger than a DJ, which was, to me, it hits me close to my heart. My heart's like I got two, but close to my heart, because at the same time, like what I'm trying to do with my platform, and I want to be that one-stop shop, that plug that, if you can't get it from us, you can get it from somewhere else. We can show you somewhere that they can have it. For example, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, all right, if you can't get a Fete from us, we can point you in a direction that can find it. For example, there's Fete lists out there that can be like, okay, cool. If you can't find it on our page, there's a way that you can get it and give it out. So shout out to Fete List, and there's a whole bunch of other people. There's Soca fanatics, Fete fanatics. There's so many outlets and stuff that we have as a community that, in a sense, if we came together, it'll be we can work
definitely
so much. We can do so much great things in this community and just keep it ours, because I feel like we're gonna lose it. We're losing it now in a sense.
Definitely.
In some aspects, and for example, people had like, how did you feel about the Michael B. Jordan thing?
Oh boy. Honestly, I'm disappointed, and I'm actually more disappointed in Trinidad and Tobago than anything else, because I felt like we dropped the ball on that, right? We're such a cultural destination when it comes to things like Carnival, Juve, Mass, the Camberley Riots, Emancipation Day. We created a whole Emancipation Day, Indian Arrival Day, which is celebrated in other Caribbean countries now. It's just that if we knew that was special to us and we created it, we should have trademarked it first. Ministry of Arts and Culture should have gone in
and took it
and done it. But as we're on the topic of that, I mean, with Michael B. Jordan, really and truly, even if you look at the optics from him launching it on Juneteenth, a celebration that's usually for Black Americans in the U.S. To rival that with Juve, that also has great significance for Afro-Caribbean and Caribbean people as a whole, it just didn't look good.
All right. So we are, even with that, I agree with you 100%. And my feelings towards it was, honestly, I was shocked. So I'm going to share mine. And if anybody got to look at the podcast I did last Wednesday, it was different. And I knew it had to be the people behind him. I couldn't see it coming from Michael B. Jordan.
Definitely, because he never went to Juve either.
Yeah, so it was
Had he went, I would have said, okay.
Yeah,
but
see.
He didn't even attend Juve.
Yeah. So to know what that means, that word means to us, just now in this community as we got Juneteenth, because I think he did it on Juneteenth, right?
Yes, that's how he launched it.
Yeah, he launched it on Juneteenth, and it became like, okay, now we got this, and then Juve is to the Americans as in Juve to people in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Like, Juve is a big thing. So now you're just going to try to take it. But now there's other people trying to take the word too. So, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so there's another person out there that's trying to actually trademark the name Juve. Like, I'm going to, after this interview, I'm going to share that news with you too, because I don't want to start nothing. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people that's trying to take the word Juve and stuff like that. So, we're going to take a quick pause to highlight some of the sponsors in a sense. So if you haven't been to this coming Saturday, I want to say, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we have Out and Back, powered by Soca Mix, who is actually the producer in our studio. So we want to shout out and give love to him. So it's July 17th. It's going to be it's a rum tasting. It's a rum tasting it's different.
Yeah. No.
So
we could drink rum all day.
Yeah, and then we got this. So the name of this. Oh, Jesus Christ! But
Twin Valley Distillery.
There you go. Twin Valley Distilleries. Because I'm like, where's the name?
It's actually on the flyer.
It's on the flyer. Yeah. So shout out to Twin Valley Distilleries. I said that nice. All right. And Out and Back, Soca Mix, the showcase, the virtual showcase. Shout out to his show, and that's who we're partnering with it. Also, shout out to Sound Bang ENT, co-producer. Also, Stinger's Ginger Beer. We didn't even crack this yet, bro. Yeah. But this is supposed to be the chaser. But yeah, shout out to Stingers. I love you, man. And we are here. The Fete Finder feature is here to highlight DJs, artists, entrepreneurs in the community, in our own backyard. And when I say our own backyard, I'm talking about everywhere, not just in DC, because you came all the way from Florida. Yes. So just to take the time to sit down with us and talk with us and just go for it. We want to have that one Caribbean mindset, and we should brand that.
Definitely.
Before somebody try to snatch that. So, yeah, that one Caribbean mindset. We are all in this together. We are one. And there's so much stuff that we can do. We can actually fet with a purpose and give back to our community in a sense. And I say that to say we have a nonprofit called Fetters United that we can come together on one front and fet with a purpose. We can be our own Caribbean Red Cross. So be on the lookout for that. It's something true to my heart and true, near and dear to my heart. And I like-minded individuals like DJ Jel that we're trying to push for the community to succeed and not be crabs in a barrel and just make it. And I'm sure Soca Mix can attest to that. And you can just go on our site, fetefinders.com, buy your ticket. With each ticket that you buy on fetefinders.com, 20 to 30% goes into the nonprofit, and we're pushing for it. We got so many things on our site, so just go and check us out. We covering New York to LA, Atlanta. We got it here in DC. There's so many events. We got Renaissance Day Fest. There's Stranded in NYC. There's so many things that we have that it's what was it? Dear Summer. Yeah, there's some. I'm gonna look that way because that's bigger because I can't see the screen. So there's so much stuff. We got Dear Summer. We got Trends. Bungie Garland's gonna be live in August. We have Soca Wine. Shout out to Soca Wine. Leroy's gonna be here August 7th in DC at Karma for a happy place. Shout out to Sekou and them and the fam. There's so many things out here, and right now we're gonna take a break and show DJ Joe what you got going on your side, because I know there's some stuff that you wanna. Any fetes or anything that you got going on?
I mean, outside of this weekend, I'm basically split as of now because of the border situation all over the world between New York, Florida, here, and Atlanta. So follow at Jel in the Mix on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and just stay tuned for all the events in which I'll be coming to you soon.
It's gonna be a dope summer. Trust me. There you go. His
Definitely.
Instagram right there. Look at the way we pull up everything for you, boy.
That is what we're talking about.
So I look forward to having you again and
Definitely.
coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. Like I said, it's gonna be short and sweet. Get you, to your destinations on time. It's a pleasure having you. Is there anything else that you want to say and put out there?
A few things actually.
Go ahead, man. This is your space.
With soca music, in regards to that, I definitely want us to continue to support and stream the music. A lot in our industry, we keep talking about we want soca music to be global and to reach other audiences. However, we don't support our own again.
Yes.
So definitely, if you have Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, even YouTube now gets royalties to artists, stream the music. Support them, buy an album. Because it's the only way that we're going to see our music continue to grow. Yes,
definitely. And we have to, again, that goes off the motto that I'm saying is we have to truly be one Caribbean and that aspect of supporting each other. Definitely. And this whole you not liking this person or this person not liking, look at the bigger picture. It has to be a bigger picture. I feel like you want to say something. I thought you was going to say something.
No, I was agreeing. We definitely have to look at the bigger picture. Otherwise, we're going to lose everything that we worked hard for.
Yes,
and we don't want that.
We don't want that at all. So again, shout out to the viewers that's listening. Is there any questions, though, before we...
Anyone in the chat that want to say anything?
Yeah. So we want to answer any questions that we may have. This is your time to... What you got over there, Soca Mix? Anybody?
I got your 4th of July footage ready to go.
Yeah. Oh man. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna end in a minute. But yes, shout out to DC Carnival Experience. I did 4th of July. I did a couple of things this week. I'm trying to be like in the mix, like my man over here, DJ Joe. So I'm trying to be out here in the community. We got so much stuff coming up. If you find us in a Fete, we might have a goodie bag for you as well. So if you find the Fete Finders team in a Fete, we have something for you. Just come to us, shout us out, tell me your favorite song. We have a goodie bag for you. But drop the footage because I'm in there. Go ahead, man, because he's dying to drop this footage.
Yeah, man. I don't know one time. What's for you is for you. What's for me is for me. You know what I'm saying? I separate now cause I fresh. Yes, I like that.
Point to your left. On the count of 4, you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. No, that wasn't good enough. Okay. I just said, to get soca full, we gotta move together. Right? So we're gonna do this again. We gotta move. We jump in on one spot. Jump straight up. 1 4.
Young boy fresh. Yes, I like that. I so blessed. Yes, I like that. I step in now cause I fresh. Yes, I like that. I so effing blessed. Yes.
Wow. If you love that person and they love you, look at that person right now and tell them, I never been.
judge me when I come out to play, cause it's whole day. I walking up whole day. I jamming this whole day. I winding up like I never see come see touchdown this whole day. I fetting out whole day. Rail back and I'll whole day. Try stop me now.
Big tune, large up Ray. Daryl Jave, the whole team.
Yes, the whole team. All right. Quick, what advice would you give up and coming DJs or entrepreneurs coming out in the scene to perfect their craft?
I would definitely say there's a few things that some of the younger and upcoming DJs should consider. The first one is practice. As much as you can in order to get better at your craft, you should be practicing almost every single day.
Yeah.
If you can't do every single day, 5 days a week. It don't matter which 5 days, just make sure they continue to practice, build your musical library, learn how to market yourself.
Yes.
One of the biggest things for me coming up in the industry is that I had a marketing background. So I went to university for marketing and advertising, which kind of helped me. But marketing is just as important now as anything else. So as much as you put your 100% into music, although you may have the talent, if you don't know how to market or even networking, like meeting people, you're not going to go far in the industry, unfortunately.
True.
Like, there's a lot of talented DJs out there, but they won't get the shine as a result of how we do things now.
Gotcha. So who's one of those DJs that you said Private Ryan,
Right.
one that's working, but who's another DJ that you see that is up and coming and that has that talent that you would love to work with if you work with them already?
I think he's in the Nothing Hill Carnival clip, but DJ Overdose from the Bahamas.
Yes, shout out to Overdose.
He's true. He's very young. I think he's either 19 or 20 now, because it's been a while since I've been at a carnival. But he has just raw talent. His energy is amazing, unmatched. Coming up as well in Trinidad and Tobago, there's Mixmaster Gio. So large up him wherever he stands. And from Barbados, there's DJ Kai, who is like a producer and a DJ.
Nice,
He's produced some of the biggest hits for Crop Over. So
Gotcha.
those are 3 names just to watch. They might be in the DMV area soon. So we'll look out for them.
Overdose was just here.
Boy,
Yeah.
Overdose was on the show already?
Yeah.
He was here for 4th of July.
July, 4th of July, he was here there was several things going on in 4th of July, just like this weekend. There's a lot of overlapping events and stuff like that. So we're not gonna actually exclude everybody. So we're gonna shout out to Dane Miguel, who's doing his events and his Juve, and there's so much going on tonight in the DMV area. If you don't, if you haven't look on the Fete Finders site, there are events. Good Lord, if you need something to do, there's no excuse for you not having something to do.
And the weather's amazing.
And the
so
weather
you
is
can be
nice.
outside as much as you can.
Yes. Did I miss anything else? Are we good?
I think we're good for now. I mean, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about where I see soca music going.
Yes, let's do that. Go ahead.
And like one of my favorite places to play.
Go ahead, let's do that.
So I'll say I want to lodge up my whole team in Sydney, Australia. It's a very unlikely place, but soca music is slowly growing there. And it's actually a pleasure to see non-Caribbean people enjoy our music and actually, know these songs and not treat it as like
Japan.
Exactly. So Japan is one of those places I would love to play and love to experience the culture too, because every single year, large up DJ Daiki, large up the Soca in Japan crew, Angie, who's a soca artist in Japan, they always come down to Trinidad and Tobago for Carnival. So definitely want to make sure that we continue to knock the doors in places where soca isn't necessarily prominent and work our way through in introducing new people to our music, but also protecting our culture.
Got you. All right, nice. And that Australia is one of your favorite places to play?
Yes.
Okay, all right. How often do you go to Australia?
Twice.
Twice a year?
No, just
Oh.
twice. It's a favorite place to play because it's different.
Yeah.
Another place that I hold dear to my heart too for the same reason, Toronto.
Toronto. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff going on in Toronto this year. Are you going to Toronto this year?
It all depends on that border situation.
Yeah, 'cause
I know that they're
it's-
still reopening.
Yeah.
And based on what the conversations I've had with DJs up there, a lot of them are actually coming down to the States
Yeah,
for Carnival.
yeah.
Because they still have like a whole situation with the vaccine.
Gotcha. So, again, I'd like to thank you for coming out. I'd like to thank Soca Mix, Soundbang ENT, you name it. Some of the people that's in the pictures that they're So Fete Fitness, Daryl, is Ray. There's so many people that we like to name. We can't name them all, so we're gonna wrap it up right there. Thank you for coming out, bro. I look
Thanks
forward
so much, Sean.
going to talk to your event, man. Oh man, it's the double feed on that one. So, trust me, I'll be at the event at Society this afternoon.
Nice.
We're gonna do some things, have some fun. I like it. Be on the lookout for everything we got in store for the Fete Finder feature. That's it. Again, thank you for coming
Yes.
out. That's it.
Large up the whole Fete Finders team. If you're interested, you could follow me, DJ Jel, at Jel in the Mix on everything. SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, everything at Jel in the Mix, and jelinthemix.com to download your favorite mixes.
Yes, he got some good mixes. I got one playing in the car right now. I haven't had to ask him how's it feel to hear your own mixtape in the car coming out here. But also with that, with the whole thing before we wrap up, like just what you're doing now, I want to let you know it's very beneficial to the culture.
Thank you.
And how you're doing it, and your inspiration, not just to me and so many people out there, that the way you go about doing things and how you push yourself and advocate for the culture is so dope. That's why I've been dying to get you on the show.
Thank you.
This time, because what you do is different in a sense, and I'm not knocking anybody out there, but you especially, the way you humble yourself, and because don't get me wrong, you're doing big things, bro, and it's so dope to see somebody like you of your caliber to come and take time and speak with, just with us in our audience. And as we grow and we can say, hey, DJ Jel was one. So you're inspiring, and it's truly a blessing to have you here. So again, thank you. Much respect. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to get out of here. Thanks to the studio, Soca Mix Street Media Studios. Have a good one. Catch us outside today. If you find the Fete Finders team, we have some stuff for you. We are not joking. Also, tomorrow, find us at Sandlot in Baltimore. The Fete Finders team, the street team. We're just going to call it the Fete Squad for now, because that's what we're going to go with. The street team is like that freaking early 90s Hot 97 thing. So we don't want to get in trouble. So we're going to hit Fete Squad. The Fete Squad will be out and about in Baltimore. If you find us, we have goodie bags and not even goodie bags. We have a T-shirt. I ain't gonna lie. We'll get a T-shirt and maybe a drink or something. But we got you.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
good prizes, boy.
Yeah.
I will take any drink.
Right. So catch us later. I'll be outside in Society, and we out. All right. Have a good one.
We're gonna end with this video right here.
Yeah.
DJ Jel The Soca Boss in the building. Jel The Soca Boss will be on the track. Go on again. As soon as you reach, it's fire. I beg you please. Don't know what when we touch down, we reach. It's fire. I beg you please. We